Hey, everybody. Yeah, yeah. We're online. Yeah, yeah. Everybody. Real comic book talk is back. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Woo! We're the best. I like that one.
Yeah, you look like you liked it. You was into that.
I really did. I like that one.
You was all the way in.
I enjoyed that one. I really did.
All right, people. We are here. We are doing. This is, huh?
The truth. He just shook his head. I don't know why he did that, but
yeah, he had plenty of reason. We all saw it. we all saw it. Today, people, we are here to talk about, you know what, Arrowverse. We're just going to catch up with all of them at once. All four of them: Batwoman, Supergirl, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. We're going to do a recap of all of them.
If we got time, can we please talk about the CW getting a new show? It's not a new show. Swamp Thing.
You just brought it up. Talk about it real quick.
All right, well, first things first. Swamp Thing has been saved. Oh, it's such a bittersweet moment.
Yeah, saved is a stretch. It
doesn't matter how you get saved. You got saved. If you were about to die and somebody saved you, but you lost an arm, you still a saved. You still got a life.
This is true. This is
you
true.
might have to adjust your life, but you still got it. So, saved. Hopefully, they just
don't give it the CW treatment.
Yeah, hopefully they just keep the hope. And like, look, all you writers, directors, come back.
come back at PG-13, that mother.
Yeah, take a couple of cuss words out. Look, if Stargirl can do it successfully, we don't know yet. We'll see next week. But if she can do it successfully, where the show was originally made for the DC universe and they massaged it for the CW and it's still good, then we should all have hope for Swamp Thing, but it's coming from greatness. Just, massage it just a little bit. CW. You ain't got to put it with the Arrowverse because you have already, at the end of the Crisis on Infinite Earth, you had already stated that, it's his own universe. Swamp Thing was his own universe. It's like Stargirl's in her own universe. So, you can just keep it like that. You can just make it his own thing. Hypothetically. They might have to do a lot more saving, too. It don't look like it's looking good for the Titans either.
Yeah. I was waiting for, what's his name, to pick it up.
Who?
I was waiting for HBO to just take them all.
Yeah, that wasn't going to really happen. I don't know why.
Yeah, HBO's being picky. It was like, we'll take that DC character. We'll take that DC character. They should have learned this from Marvel years ago. Like, don't separate everything like that. But we accept it nonetheless. And Swamp Thing, out of all the DC Universe shows, Swamp Thing was probably in the top 2. So the fact that we get to see it again is always a good thing, and we can't wait. But before we start seeing new episodes of that,
please get that budget thing right.
Right.
Your CW graphics ain't never been good.
Yeah. Carolina, nobody's going back to Carolina for no shooting anytime soon.
You know what the CW do? All their shows, they up in Canada. All their shows. You're gonna find
they are.
You're gonna find a swamp in Canada, or you're gonna set it up with a green screen and you're gonna keep it moving. You do all this stuff in Canada.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. So today we are talking about the CW shows that are still around and had their season finales for some, and some next week.
Just one had a season finale.
The Flash.
Yeah,
you could clearly see that was not supposed to be the season finale when it ended.
That was the first thing I'm like, this wasn't supposed to be it.
Yeah, at all. And they got ends without the girl not saving the pretty girl.
They got what's up, Marcus? Good morning, man.
What up, Marcus?
If you missed it, I don't know if you saw already, Marcus. We were talking about how CW just got just say Swamp Thing, but save is a relative word because we don't know are they going to keep it like it was, or they're going to massage it to the CW area, or if they're going to do any more changes that is just not good. But it's saved though, so there's hope. With this hope, there's light. I think that's how it goes. Or it's like there's hope.
Yeah, we're talking about the Flash right now. So the Flash is it clearly was missing
a lot. It missed a lot. You cut the malarkey. First of all, I honestly feel that because of the all right, so let's take a step back. Before the COVID-19, Flash was on the downward spiral to trash, mediocrity. We know it. We can agree with that. We don't have to keep moving on. I can say one name and then make it all worse. Blood work. All right, we knew that. It was starting to bounce back after the crisis or Infinite Earths. Then the COVID-19, they had to keep mushing stuff together, cut here, cut there, just try to put a bunch of it together. And maybe they didn't have enough with it to feel good, but it just wasn't right. It just wasn't. They rushed it. The Caitlin Snow thing just seemed to come out of nowhere. And so Daniel said yesterday, you sent me a post, Daniel, about the her being pregnant. Remember? I mean, so you sent me the post about her being pregnant, and I was like, oh, okay, that's why you said that explains her lack of screen time. And then when I'm watching the season finale, and they keep showing her like laying down, or only from like here up, or they have somebody talking with her back facing the camera, then they'll cut to her face with right. I'm like, yeah, they're doing all the tricks that I've seen over the years, try to hide a pregnancy, and then just have her walk out. I was like, yeah, they didn't really anticipate this at all. And this has gotten out of hand to the point where they should it really felt like, look, this season is a wash. Let's just try to finish it up best we can. And once the COVID-19 is over, we can get back to filming. We'll fix it all next season. And then on a cliffhanger, like the season didn't get finished. Hopefully the people understand, and that's it. That's just what it felt like.
Yeah, because it's obviously gonna pick up next season with the same villain, the same issue unresolved, and we'll see what happens. Everything.
The only thing that got resolved is Joe West got back. That's the only thing that got resolved.
Well, no, the secondary but main villain of this season, which was the husband who was making everything difficult for everybody, he got taken care of. So
yeah, that's part of Joe West being back.
Yeah, so that got resolved. So now you're down to one villain. You only got to worry about now Mirror Master. So once that gets taken care of, and getting Iris back, and the rest of them back.
Like I said, only one thing got resolved. This is what they took out the main villain, which got Joe West back. That was the only thing that got resolved.
And then we gotta see it. Then you gotta hopefully. It set it up so that all the team can come back together in one big finale. Like, what is it? Cisco will pop up out of nowhere, and then Killer Frost will come back out of nowhere and save the day. It should be cool next year. It should be.
I wasn't around for this. I think he's in Atlanta trying to get pieces to build the new Speed Force.
Yeah, they need energy and stuff. So he knows where to find energy.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to shoehorn Cisco out the way all the time.
Well, he doesn't want. I believe he said in real life he was trying to get off the show anyway. So they're like, we're just going to cut your screen time slowly, and we're going to get you. We're going to stream. We're going to get you out slowly.
That explains why they put the whole new guy that's like a little Cisco, the black guy with the hole.
Yeah,
but they not even. He was in there for like what 2-3 episodes, and then he's gone, and no reason.
Well, we don't know the real explanation behind why the writers are going about it this way. So we could just go. All we could do is just watch along and keep it moving and stuff.
Yeah, the Flash. Next season, I'm gonna give it this one last season. Next season, to turn things back around. But if it doesn't, I'm putting it with the Batwoman category.
Speaking of Batwoman, oh buddy,
Segue, brilliant. Thank you.
that thing right there, that show is the most annoying show officially. That might have been like the most annoying episode.
You got to explain that.
That I was just sitting there watching, like all she has to do is apologize and call him up, and this could have been all resolved. But they waited to the last second, and he gets kidnapped, and he's out there, and her sister, like they got to get rid of her sister. She should have been gone. Like we said, like you and Al said, like the 4th episode in the show or something like that, whatever it was. Like they should have got rid of her. Alice should have been gone a long time ago. Her and Mouse are just running around doing whatever. And the way they use Hush in this episode was like, what? No.
All right, speaking of Hush, that was the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen done to a villain outside what they doing the Godspeed and Flash. I mean, you're taking great villains and just making them little pawns. I'm like, what in the world have you done to the great Hush? Like, the only thing about Hush is that he looks like he came off the comic. Like, he had the wrap around with the coat. I'm like, okay, that looks good. Everything else, atrocious. I'm like, this has got to end. This has got to end.
Yeah, they made him like a third, not even a secondary villain. They made him like a third villain. He was a henchman. He was not a henchman. Did y'all read the comics? He's not a henchman.
But you don't have to read the comics. Just go watch the movie. It's much faster for y'all. Just either way, this is atrocious. I watched that. I was like, nope. And then everything that Kate's stepsister said was right. Like, so who's this? It was a rando teen that just knows that you're Batwoman. How come she knows and I don't? I was like, you're not wrong. I mean, you should have known a long time ago. One, you helped her get fixed like 3 times when she was coming back to your underground hospital bleeding. I mean, you would think the logical explanation is, hey, bring her in. You know, we need her help anyway.
You've been going to her for help. Like, what? How much more do we need? How much more does she have to prove and everything? Like, come on, man. Although her first visit in the Batcave was about to be total disaster when she pulled out her camera and was trying to film it, I was like, yo, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. And social media, like sometimes they don't know. That's all fine. But like you should have said it. All right, cool. So you are a medical student. You can fix up people. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up this part of the Batcave with IV, blood stuff, medical stuff. So when I come in hurt, I don't have to go to your rinky-dink hospital where I can get caught. I can come right here. Right here. It can't be that hard of a thing, but yet they make it. They do it. They make it unnecessarily hard. I mean, I don't know why they're doing it. Maybe I was thinking maybe there's like a writer strike, so I googled it. There's not. So I don't know what's happening here. I really don't. I have to do some deep diving into why this episode is just. Well, I'm sorry, not this episode. This show, this series, has gone down the way it's gone. Alice is the only person that is bringing this thing along, but she should have got caught like 30 times already. She
should have been dealt with. Forget caught. She should have been dealt with a couple of times already. Like, I don't know what the problem is here. I just don't know.
I mean, but I do like what her father said when he turned on the bat signal, had Batwoman, and Batwoman came to talk to him, and he's like, he gave that whole soliloquy about how she was the she's like, you let loose all of these psychopaths in Gotham. She's like, I didn't do it. That was Alice. Like, you're the one. Alice just said she was out here to protect the city. You did. It's the same thing with Batman and Joker. Batman needs Joker. Alice needs you. And who gets caught in the middle? The citizens of Gotham. I was like, and you're right. Because the first thought I had of that is when was The Dark Knight. the Return of the Dark Knight, right? And how the Joker was dormant, wouldn't talk to anything in the mental asylum because Batman was gone. He had that yin and yang. And when Batman came back, came back to the Joker, went on the killing spree. That's the first thing I thought of. Like, take away Batwoman, no Alice, none of this stuff is going around. And apparently, Batwoman coming back has reunited all of these other villains to come to the fray. And then there you have it. Now everybody's getting a little amped up because Batwoman's back, and she's back. And what's the thing that they said it in the Batman Begins? Like, if we the very end of it was like, if we start wearing body armor, the villains will start buying body piercing ammo. Like, everything just keeps elevating. I was like, he ain't wrong. She's not wrong. So those people made good points in it, but everything else in the show is not good.
It's not. It's just not good. I don't understand why they keep with the issue is right now. This show needs to be cut right now. This show should have been limited to 10 episodes. If they limited this bad boy to 10 episodes, we would have had a way better storyline and everything. It's like they're stretching now. They're stretching and they're trying their hardest to pull out as many villains as they can and everything. And I'm sitting there just watching this show and be like, yeah, y'all are forcing it. Like, come on now. Like, y'all should have gave me a simple 10 episodes. Here's the villain. We're going to have this one villain for 10 episodes. We're going to go some backstory with it, and then we're going to be good. Now she's got this both her ex-girlfriends are dating now. Her she's picked me out like okay with it. She's not sister of one of her friends or whatever is set her up, and she just found out, and they're like, I said, this web they're weaving is getting a little complex for no reason. Like, some of this stuff you could really nip in the bud. Like,
I think a problem with the show is that it doesn't have a underlying storyline. Like, they say it's Alice wants to kill Batwoman, but that's not how it started. Like for every show, right? Every one of these CW shows, the villain has an overlap, except for Arrow. Arrow is the only one who does it. Like, it changes mid-season because the second villain was kind of pulling the strings the whole time. But either way, there's one villain pulling the strings of what's the word I'm looking for? A well-constructed plan, right? This doesn't have that. It just has Alice just kind of making it up as she goes. And then to kind of fill out the story, you have other people come try to all of a sudden have these plots and twisted turns and stuff like that. They're just trying to keep throwing at you like, who would we have the book? Like, they're trying to get back to leaving the cliffhangers like the rest of the Arrowverse shows do. We leave the cliffhanger like, she really wasn't working with him? She was working with her? But they didn't set that up before. Like, this book thing, just all of a sudden became the MacGuffin of the show. We all need to get Luke's book. Never heard of it before this for like 3 weeks. But now in the last 3 weeks, it's the MacGuffin and everybody has to get it and everybody's after it. I'm like, really? I mean, this got out of hand. It's come up with a villain who is going to think out their plan and have it executed and have twists and turns where people can't trust each other. Then you have it. I mean, it's the CW way. It's the CW way.
Yeah, this is no, I can't. That's all I can say to that is I can't.
That's what it's missing. That's why you shorten the episode, shorten the season. It would have had a better story. The reason why the story doesn't because they don't really have a story. They just kind of keep putting parts and pieces together. If they had one long story, like, all right, this is the villain of the year, right? Not like the Flash has a villain of the year, and he has to fight other little small villains to all that. But that villain of the year is doing stuff to manipulate the entire situation. They don't have that. They have Alice. I want to see if I can get Kate to be on my side. She's not on my side. All right, now I'm going to take out my father. No, that's not working out. Now I got to kill Batwoman. No, pick one and stop letting her go. This is atrocious.
That is a big issue right there. Just
walked to her lair 5 times. She got it, and you walked out without her in cuffs 5 times. atrocious.
Yeah, the giving away of the book was just, I was just sitting there watching that like, yeah, you really didn't have to give the book or the glasses. The glasses. You didn't have to give the glasses. You could have gave like some fake glasses or whatever. So any like fake something. Just don't give up. Like put a bomb on them or something. Like sabotage the glasses. So like she reads it and then she walks away with it, and then you shock it and destroy the glasses. Anything. Like anything other than like, I'm just going to give them to her niece and they're going to be completely safe and she can do whatever she wants. Sabotage your mother. Something. Let him figure it out on his own, because he knew she kidnapped. Look here. Alice kidnapped him because he was the son of Lucius Fox. And he could break it, he could translate it. And he did. So there was no need for the glasses. She didn't know that, but she still didn't need to give away the glasses like it was just some honky-dory and stuff. Like, if I can't have it, you got to think sometimes thinking like a villain is the right thing to do. If I can't have it, nobody can.
What she should have did was destroy them. What she should have did, you know, like Batman has those batarangs that had like a small bomb on it. You could have let her have the book, make sure he got away, throw a batarang at the book, destroy the book. Destroy the book.
That too.
You got Luke Fox. Figure out the Batman stuff afterwards. Okay? But you destroy the book. That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Was it 2 books or was I tripping?
Yeah, I thought that too. So then I thought I was just sleepy and I missed it. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't think the show knows what's going on.
Yeah, because Kate had a book in a bat cave, and then Alice had a book in the psych ward. Yeah. And I was sitting there like, well, is there 2 books? It don't matter. All I know is the glasses should never got made their way to Alice. But let's move on to Supergirl, and something that was a tad bit better.
It was much better. Hold on, before we go, we want to say good morning to Sheena. Sheena, you just got here, so we just discussed Batwoman. It was atrocious. We know. We discussed the CW getting Swamp Thing. So say Swamp Thing, but save is a relative word because we don't know how much they're going to change. All I can guarantee you is that they're going to go to Canada. It's going to be less cussing. Outside of that, I don't know anything else. So there's that. That's what you missed so far. We're about to get into Supergirl. Lex Luthor's a genius. Yeah, Batwoman does suck monkey balls. I don't know what monkey balls tastes like though. But I'm not even gonna bring that up. Supergirl was much, much better. And maybe because I say that because I watched Supergirl immediately after I watched Batwoman. So I'm like watching a 3, and this may only be like a 6, but it feels like a 9 or 8 because I just watched a 3. But that's Supergirl is much better. Lex Luthor continues to be the most brilliant villain I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, for this particular show, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, all right. So I watched Smallville, but I didn't really get much into it. So I really can't speak on that. Lex Luthor, the animated series, he was brilliant. He's on another level. He's one of the top. I'm a little too young. I mean, I'm not a little too young. I'm way too young to really grasp and understand the nuance of the Lex Luthor from the first Superman movies. But I know the one that Superman Returns was that whole plan sucked. I'm making an island of kryptonite, and that was the whole big deal. No, it sucked.
All I know is this particular episode called The Missing Link, episode 18 of Supergirl. It involved Leviathan and Romcon out there destroying they destroyed the whole building. Okay. The DEO, was it DEO?
Yeah, DEO. Yeah, DEO.
Yeah, they got they're done for. So, Brainiac, who should be smarter than this, then let the whole dang building get crumbled and everything. So he failed as a dang on leader, and and all when I saw all the kryptonite get pulled to him to Romcon, and Supergirl was sitting there in front of it, all I kept thinking was, where the heck did Martian Manhunter and what's the chick's name? Dang, I forgot her name. McGann. Where are they at right now? They should be fighting Romcom this whole time, and Supergirl should be out there saving all the hostages and stuff. Like switch place. They never switch places when it comes to fighting.
I think the Martians went underground to try to stop the earthquake from spreading.
Oh, you're right. They did. You're right.
So she can't phase through the.
What was Dream Girl doing?
I don't know. I don't count Dream Girl as a hero. I mean, I know she is, and I'm not saying that she's bad. I'm just saying, like, she's just, first of all, no, I don't just see her as a hero. I just don't.
No, the problem I have with this is like many TV shows and everything. They gotta depower some of the heroes and everything, and hope that you forget all the abilities that these heroes have and stuff, and so that they can level out the playing field for these villains and stuff. And I'm just sitting there watching this and as I'm watching this, and I was thinking of like 3 different scenarios of how Supergirl can get away. And she should know it now after being Supergirl for all these years and knowing that kryptonite is her weakness, how to avoid and how to get rid of kryptonite without it just sitting there on the ground in front of her. Like, you got like several other abilities that can help you get rid of kryptonite. Like, you have super breath, blow that crap away.
Now, once the kryptonite, once it gets there,
it ain't instant. It ain't instant. It's not. It's not. Why does everybody think it's like instantaneously all your abilities?
Comics, you're right, but for the purpose of this live action show, it is instantaneously to him. It's been that way in the show. You can't compare. You got to talk about what's happening in the show, and that's where it's not like that in the comics. The comics are the comics. Okay, you get it. They change stuff for the show. In the show, it's instantaneous. As soon as she gets by it, goes down. The same thing happened in Superman in his animated show in Justice League. As soon as he gets to it, he goes down.
I tell you this, I don't approve of it, not one bit. I don't approve.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Lex Luthor did his thing in this episode. Very good job. The sister is all on board with Supergirl now. She got converted over. Mm-hmm. Lex went off on her. I said, dog.
I'm now. This is my question, right? Did he really sabotage her thing, or did he just knew it was already going to fail, and then waited for it to fail?
Both, but mostly
actually both. Either one, you put things in.
You could, because technically, he could have resolved it. He just wanted her. He thought that she would him. He thought his plan was, I'm gonna let her fail, and she's gonna see that she's a failure, and she's gonna come to my side, knowing that it was gonna fail all along. Like, come on, bro. Like, you, and then you didn't have to curse her out like that. He did not have to like go in on her.
I don't understand why Luthor is so infatuated with his sister. Maybe because that's the only, like, him, his sister, and his mom, like the only human connection he actually wants or believes he needs. Because everybody needs human connection. Even Sheldon off the Big Bang, not white. I mean, so come on. But what was I about to say? But I don't know why he's so infatuated with having his sister. Like, no, you should be with me. You should be with me. I'm like, but she's not. First of all, she's not true blood, so she doesn't have that built-in Luthor. I'm a great Luthor, and I'm always going to be a Luthor. She's adopted. Now she's genius, like the rest of the Luthors, but she's an adopted genius. But she doesn't have that. We're the Luthors. We're the best. We're the best to ever do. We should be leading mankind, and I'm the greatest. She doesn't have that.
But you want her. You'll rather have her on your side as opposed to having her as a enemy. You don't want her as an enemy. That's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, but I don't think he cares about an enemy. I think he just cares about her being by her. Like, I have somebody on my side. He has a friend.
Well, it's more like he could have somebody that equally thinks and sees the world as he does. And she could last season. She would have like how last season was by the end of last season, and how angry she was with Supergirl and everything. Well, actually, at the beginning of this season too, she would have been perfect for him and everything. But now that he done went all the way full blown villain mode, and I'm the smartest person ever, and I told you weren't going to do it. You're a failure and everything. He done lost her now. She's all in with Supergirl.
Well, nah. Well, he had only reason he went off like that because he, after the whole thing failed, and then she was like, "Yeah, only mankind can mankind has to learn how to evolve and to survive and stuff like that for it to come together, so we can come together, so they can, keep evolving." Then he was like, "Yeah, and it shouldn't be some alien to lead in this way. It should be a human, somebody with the best of the best." And he's like, "Yeah, like a Luther." He's like, "Yeah, Luther, she joined me." And then that's when she was like, "That's your opinion. You're all along." That's when he's like, "No, I'm not going to do this and that and all of that stuff." And then that's when he went off. Like, "I never sabotaged your thing. I waited for the," and that's when he went off. I was like, "Whoa!" You know what it reminds me of? Like when you're having a cool, like you're building a fight in like you're in a relationship, right? And the two y'all building to a fight, y'all try to stay calm, but then that one person says the one thing, and it goes from like a 6 to a flat out 10. You get to yelling and stuff. The next thing you know, somebody sleeping on the couch. That's what that reminded me of. That's what that reminded me of.
It's what happened though. It's pretty much what happened. So yeah, I can see that and everything. I'm curious about what's going to happen afterwards. Like, is she going to be the inside person for Kara now and going to be giving all the information like Brainy does with like Brainy was been doing with Luther the whole time, or
she's going to be the girl in the chair?
Yeah, right.
So if you ask her, she's much more than that. But I don't. All right, so before I answer that, the answer is no. She's gonna go back to like she was before, help build her stuff and stuff like that. But she's not gonna be in a chair. I don't think she's gonna do that. I think they're gonna bring Brainy back slowly. He's already having problems with it. But
serious problems.
But what I really don't understand is how Supergirl they just seem to make Supergirl like she's right when she clearly was wrong. Like the way she came at Lena not this week's episode, but last week's episode was wrong. I mean, like she was in she used her Q waves and she didn't explain what was going on. Supergirl just automatically assumed that Lena was doing the wrong thing, went at her like that and just kept going back and forth. Then like Supergirl, like I don't understand why Lena came in like I was so wrong. I should have went like that. Supergirl, you should be apologizing too. Like it's the same thing. I have the same thing. I have the same problem with Supergirl as I do with the Pierce family and Black Lightning. Like everybody seems to apologize to them when they're wrong, and she's apologizing to Supergirl when Supergirl is wrong. No, Supergirl should be it should be a 50-50 split on who's right and wrong in that scenario.
If it wasn't for that dang episode where I think it was the 100th episode or so the big episode where Supergirl and Metroplex, Mr. Metroplex, whatever his name is, and she went back and you saw how Supergirl was a bad person in every single scenario with Lena Luthor. I was like, about time you see you're a bad friend and everything. And when as soon as you said that, Supergirl should be apologizing too, I was just thinking about that whole episode the whole time. I was like, yeah, she does deserve 50% of the blame too.
Yes, the same problem. All right, so take a step back, go back to these comments right quick. Marcus Russell says the Flash episode looks good. Wow. Wait till the end. Just wait for it. Nothing gets resolved. That's what I say about that. I'm not going to spoil it, though. Sheena, she says maybe an immediate mental shutdown and then becomes the mental shutdown occurs when it doesn't allow her to think rationally enough to use her powers. I think she's referring to the kryptonite, why she doesn't use her powers just to get away from it. That could be a plausible answer. If Jeff Johnson's writing, I bet you at some point he'll make that. So let's make sure we understand that Sheena thought of it first before they try to take it there as their own idea. Swamp Thing, cool CW. Hopefully they don't massage it too much. RD Smith, he's in the building. He's in the chat, getting up on this. Is it Wednesday morning? Wednesday morning. Forgot what day it was. And he also said she had no evidence what that was stupid making Supergirl seem entitled. Yes. Yes. There you have it. No evidence at all. You're absolutely right. So, with that being said, any more thoughts on the Supergirl? I do have one more, as I was thinking. So, Alex's girlfriend, who's James's sister, she was like, I need to be more secretive in how I approach going undercover and look for stuff like that. He said, maybe you should think about that too. Maybe you should start wearing a mask. I'm like, so you're going to make Alex another hero? So you're just replacing James Olsen, when he came out of nowhere as the Guardian, because he had all of a sudden he had these fighting abilities that never existed before. He never talked about. It makes more sense for Alex to do it, but what is she? The thought I was like, what hero is she going to be? Which obscure hero are they going to pull from the comics and make her that nobody ever knows of? And now that's the only thing I really want to see next week. Like, what third one are they going to use? Who am I going to have to Google to see who they use? That's the only thing I really do.
All right, then let's move on. Well, I did like that. What's the name? They gave all the characters got put in check and everything, and like a little bit of their stories got pushed along and everything. So that was cool. Dreamer finally figured out that dang on Brainy was the one behind everything. It's like, yo, you keep not answering questions and everything. You playing games. Like, come on now. I know it's you. I know it's you setting all this up. I was like, she finally figured it.
Our beginning of a relationship. Are we gonna see more McGann in the future seasons of the show? Because her and John are, I mean, they kissed. They kissed long. It didn't look right.
Everybody all the characters had like some good push and character development.
I just want to say it didn't look right. It looked uncomfortable as they were trying to hug and kiss each other with their big costumes on.
Yeah,
that just looked so uncomfortable. Like they really couldn't feel the love.
It was like, we gotta act it. We gotta act it. This is what acting is all about here.
Like you see, like it's just like you see, like two people in full body armor trying to hug. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And like, y'all stretching your necks out to kiss because as soon as holding it back, it was atrocious, yeah. But yeah,
it was awkward.
Yeah, it was. So the last show,
DC Legends of Tomorrow,
this entire week was the Legends of Tomorrow. Sorry, somebody say Greek, baby. Even though I've never pledged, I never will, and I'm completely against it. I like this episode again. It was funny.
You don't say. All that intro you just gave them, I get it. What?
The best show on in the Arrowverse right now. It's by far. You can't name a better show. I'll wait.
I'm waiting for. I'm not. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but best episode this week by far. I like the Greek. So the way this reminded me of, like early in the season in Legends, every episode was like a theme of like something that's something before, like how Khan came back. That was like all the slow motion 90s theme movies. The one where they went back to high school was like a horror movie thing.
Yep.
Remind me of. As soon as I watched it, it reminded me of House Bunny and what's the movie with Will Ferrell? They were trying to start a Greek movie.
Old School.
Old School. It reminded me of a combination of both. More House Bunny than Old School, but it reminded me of that so much. I'm like, more House Bunny. I was like, are these fools really taking House Bunny and making that into their own thing? I'm like, this is crazy. The sister, I was really watching House Bunny, and when I watched it, right as I'm watching the episode, I can see all of y'all are much older than y'all were in college. Like you can see the age difference when they put actual college age actors beside them and put them on, like, yeah, this is a huge difference. Y'all way too old to start a fraternity. I don't know how y'all. I can see why they calling y'all grandpa. Oldies in here. All of y'all look like in your 30s now, 30s or 40s. These kids look like they're 18.
I don't know why they sent Charlie and Astra. I don't know out there to do the recruiting and everything.
That was the dumbest move.
And then they did the dumb thing and started getting in a fight and everything, and then everybody got kicked out. I was like, this got to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
That's number one. They were just beefing. And then number two, you have a person who's in the future is a social media influencer. Like, this is her thing, to engage herself in popularity, become one of the people. Like, this is where she was shine at. Use her. Let her shine. This mission was built perfectly for her. Go shine. And you gonna put her on the back burner for what? You didn't even
they put her on the back burner for a little while, and then she took over during the end and everything. So she did. She had an influence in there. She did a couple of things. She didn't run the mission, which she should have been the one to run the mission.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even though technically none of them were like really like pled ever did sorority or whatever, fraternity or whatever. So it was a little combination of you needed everybody's help. But like you said, she probably should have been the one to lead the mission. Nonetheless, they did what they did. They used everybody.
It should have been her and it should have been White Canary. I know she's blind, but either way, we all know back before, she got on the boat, she was a party animal. This is her scene right there. Party.
Yeah, that's why she played the beer pong.
Yes, and dominated. Okay. And then you have the social media expert person who her entire job is to be popular. Those are your two go-tos right there. They would got in, bada bing, bada boom. You have to cut, no huss, no fuss. In and out. They chose, I mean, I know for the show purposes, they chose those two to kind of try to bring Esther along. So she, kind of ingrain her as part of the team because they just lost a member. So you got to get a member. That's how the Legends do. Lose one, bring in one. It's a rotating door. Unless you're Sarah Lance. You're good.
Yeah. I don't know. She got her girlfriend leading a couple of these. So there's.
The only reason I say she's good because I follow her on Twitter and she loves the Legends. So I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh yeah, I don't think she's even here.
Yeah. So
although she got asked or she got a girl doing a couple of missions. But this episode was pretty. It was entertaining. Yeah, as long as you know what you're. It goes back to you got to know what you're watching. As long as you know what you're watching, you're good. So,
the thing is, everybody knows this show is not like all the other CW shows are Arrowverse shows, just like the.
Try to be serious.
They're just dramas with superhero shows. This is not. This is the only one that's not. This is a joint coming. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go on missions. Yeah, we got a big overall thing. The last two seasons had something to do with Constantine. We're trying to get the womb back to get back people's mother, so Constantine could get some of that blood off his ledger. But basic purpose is we're here to do this. We're not saving time anymore. We're kind of we're not really saving time. I don't know what they're doing now. We're just out here. We're out here having fun.
They're incorporating magic. Ever since they got Constantine, they're incorporating magic and trying to lighten it up, but be serious with his dark magic because he brings in the dark magic. So they're still trying to be somewhat serious on every other episode or something.
Like, I understand you had to put some serious into it because it's a CW show. You got to have some. It's considered a drama, so you got to put some seriousness into it. And I mean, that is what it is. But they know their fan base. It took them a good year to find it, but like a year and a half. But once they got it, they found their groove, and they ain't never left it. It's just great. This episode in particular, I like how Shotgun Nate just came in and go, "Hey, Shotgun Nate." Yeah, and like he felt at home, like he was never not to be in college. Like, he was probably one of those dudes in college that was just, man, I'm out here having fun. I'm having a great time. I don't know how he graduated. Most times those people don't really graduate, so I don't know how he got to that level. But
you look like once he got in the library, he was all in on the books. But once he got out of the library, he was like, I'm trying to party like everybody else.
Just play hard, work hard.
Huh? Yeah, he was one. Whenever he did it, he was all in. He put like all he had into it. Because he loved, when they first introduced him, the man loved history. Like he loved everything about it and stuff. But at the same time, he loved to have fun and party. Like when him and what's his name? That name, what's his name?
Who, Adam?
Adam, yeah. When him and Palmer get together, they was always having a blast.
Yeah, so, like brothers. Yeah, matter of fact, when they first got on the when Nate got on the team, right, and then he was like him and Ray would like go back and forth trying to outdo each other. Sarah was like, so I forgot who it was, but Sarah said somebody asked, "Yeah, why are they always going like that, and why are they always trying to outdo each other?" It's like Sarah looked right at her face, like, "You never had a brother before. This is how they are." Like Sarah might be the greatest leader in the entire Arrowverse. Like it's not even close. She might be the greatest leader. Like we were talking about, if they ever make a Justice League show in the Arrowverse, she had to be the leader. She absolutely has to be the leader.
Yeah, I can see her doing a definitely better job than goddamn Barry. I don't know why they keep trying to put Barry in charge when they get all the crossover together.
It started, the reason why they try to put Barry in charge because it was Flash, it was Arrow, then it was Flash. So hierarchy, Arrow, Flash.
No. Real life is whoever's got the leading chops. If you're a good leader, you're a good leader. Simple as that.
I don't think anybody else is a good leader on their own show. I mean,
we know Flash isn't. We know Flash isn't.
We know Batwoman isn't.
Batwoman is not.
Supergirl is not. She's entitled because she's maybe
Batwoman's entitled. Supergirl is just like
Batwoman is she ain't Bruce Wayne.
Overly independent.
She just ain't Bruce Wayne. I mean, we hear Bat and we hear woman, we see the logo, we thinking she should be the female version of Batman, which she's actually never been. So we gotta, I think as a society, we have to kind of tell her that she ain't Batman. She ain't Batman. So she's not entitled. Supergirl is entitled. Like everything she does, like, I'm Supergirl, I should do this. She's legit entitled because her cousin is Superman. Like, I can do anything Superman can. She's truly entitled. There's no doubt in my mind. But yeah.
That's all of the shows and everything. That is our review for today, people.
Oh, wait, what do you think about the not the twist in it? All right, so how do you feel about what's the name become part of the extra, like being converted into a legend? And what do you think she actually bring to the table?
You said Astra?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. She's there. I think they need to give me another already DC hero. Like, go back into and give me a DC hero. They need to just, once her story's done, let her go. Like, let her go. Like, they can let her go, let Gary go, let who is it? The other one, because they don't even use her for computers anymore. Zari. Let Zari go too. And Mick is sitting there weaving his way out too. Mick is like not becoming as useful as he used to.
Yeah, Mick is, well, he was on nothing but the muscle, and like they don't bother with Mick to the mission. The only time they make Mick come to like the team meeting is when they're like, "Look, this is all hands on deck. Mick, bring it." But they let Mick do his own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I feel as though at the end of this season, like Mick can go ahead and like be a family man or something. Like, give him a bunch of money so he can live the rest of his life and be like, yeah, don't commit crimes. You're not really going to commit crimes anyway. So, yeah, enjoy life. And then Zari can go find a good timeline. Let her pick her own timeline. Let her go.
She's gonna go back to her own timeline.
Yeah, there you go. That too. And Astra don't need to be there at all. Astra don't need to be there.
So you want it down to white people.
All you need Sarah, Constantine, and they making up a whole new team.
That's it.
Yeah.
You need your historian. You gotta have your historian.
Not really. Well, like you said, they're not really doing any more time episodes. They're not going back through time.
You need historian. You need Nate. Nate is the man, brother. You can't.
Okay, Nate. Fine. Nate, the Nate who never uses his powers.
He used it today. As still, he used it. He used it last night.
That was lame. That was so lame. Yeah.
Dang.
Fine. We'll keep Sarah, Nate, and Constantine. Everybody else in the show can go. Give me a whole new team. Give me a whole new team. Everybody else, I don't see the purpose of everybody else being on there anymore. The girlfriend can go.
I think Zara is going to be like one of their people. I think they're trying to get her back into being at least a computer person. Because, you know, as she was asleep, she was having like flashes of it. So she was like messing with the memory and stuff like that. But this is the question I have, right? Zari, the old Zari, was in a relationship with Nate, right? And it looks like that when she came back and like started having like flashes of her old self, that, you know, she was trying to be back with Nate. Now it looks like Zari is kind of moving towards Constantine. Like they be having these little moments and getting real close and stuff like that. I'm like, what's it gonna be? Which one you go to? Are you gonna have to come to a point where you choose? And if you do, you know, Constantine's like, well, don't choose me. Go up, and I quote, go on with be the better mate, man. I gotta go live my life. I can't do an accent. It's trash.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible. I don't know why you even tried. I don't know why.
That was so bad.
You were trying too. You were so trying.
You know what's funny? I was at work the other day and something happened. I think I dropped something, and I was so into Justice League Docs. The first thing I yelled out was bullocks.
Bullocks?
I was like, I can't watch this movie again.
How many times have you seen it?
Twice. I watched it twice now.
It is definitely up to par with their material. They upgraded with that one. They definitely upgraded. They put some real thought into that movie.
They did.
Real good movie. But yeah, I say keep it down to those three characters and give me two. Leave Constantine, Sarah, and I guess Nate.
Don't you take out Nate. Nate is the man.
Nate, Constantine, and Sarah, and then give me a whole new team after that.
I like this team.
Because they were making new teams like every season anyway. So I was like, they done slowed down now and then did it in a weird way now. It's like, nah, bump that. Just give me everything else. Because what's the name can go? Like for real though, Charlie can go because Charlie was Vixen or Vixen's grandma. And then all of a sudden she became Charlie. And then so I was like, let that character go. Yeah, let her all the way go.
They're doing the same thing with her as the Flash does with the whales.
Yes. And you just need to give, and they've realized that the old Wells was the first one, which is why they keep bringing them back in his head and everything on flashbacks or whatever, or bringing up that Wells. And when he hears thoughts, it's that Wells, the first one.
No, it's the second.
Was that the second one? I thought that was the first one.
The first Wells was Reverse Flash.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Yeah, we all know that's why they won't let him go.
Which wasn't really Wells then, but still.
Alice at work, I think. All right, so everybody, before we go, I know me and Dane went off a little bit. We were talking about the stuff. Everybody in the comments, I want to shout out Sheena, Miss Sheena. Her and Marcus were having a deep conversation in the chats. R.D. Smith, he said the one thing is Batwoman is arrogant. That's the best way to describe it. She's arrogant. I think Sean D made it to the comments. I think he had to go. Say she good, and then he said peace. So I think he had to roll out. But it was great having him here. R.D. Smith had a lot to say. But she learns the lessons from time to time, but sometimes she keeps relearning them. Yeah, I think he's talking about Supergirl. Yeah, she keeps relearning the same stuff. It means she ain't smart enough to retain the information. That's how I go. Yeah, I think that was everybody in the chat so far. I want to thank everybody coming on out, man. I can't make it tomorrow. I have some previous engagement. I'll be back Friday though. Dan, you doing something tomorrow? No? Dan, you do something special? You might do something special. Just keep in touch. Just keep everything eye out. That's all I time the next time. Yeah, that's it. You got anything else? Any more jokes?
No.
No more jokes. All right, tell everybody next time we out. Deuces, here come a bar. South side, I'm going far. A&T one time out.